the key themes of one vehicle and many skillful means in the Lotus Sutra. As a reading of Buddhist sutras demonstrates, Shakyamuni taught the Dharma to different people in different ways, a style of teaching that caused consternation in his followers, for it was not clear to them which teachings were the true Dharma. The Lotus settles this issue by proclaiming that Shakyamuni's diverse teachings were skillful means intended to lead people at different levels of preparedness along the path, for the real teachings were considered too difficult for them to understand. A classic example is the tradition of the three vehicles. According to the Lotus, there are not three vehicles or paths to enlightenment, but only one Buddha vehicle, with everything Shakyamuni taught based on this vehicle. Parables throughout the sutra illustrate the importance of the use of skillful means in a variety of situations. An example in chapter 16 is the parable of the physician whose sons had drunk poison and had become so crazed that they will not heed his prescription of an antidote. He sends word that he has died, and the children take the medicine and are cured. Given this ultimate teaching, the Lotus claims that it is superior to other sutras, and that full Buddhahood will only be arrived at through its teachings and Shakyamuni's style of teaching. Three other themes in the Lotus are, number 1, that all beings have the potential to become a Buddha; number 2, that the Buddha is a cosmic being; and number 3, that faith in and devotion to the Lotus are necessary for enlightenment. As far as all beings having the potential to become a Buddha, according to tradition, women, evil people, people who lack the innate ability, and animals cannot attain full Buddhahood. The Lotus maintains instead that all beings have the potential to become bodhisattvas and eventually Buddhas. It also claims that these different kinds of beings are able to attain Buddhahood in their present bodily form without having to spend countless eons of rebirth, austerity, and transformation to a male form, a path of purity that bodhisattvas and Buddhas were said to have had to go through. Again, the claim of the equal spirituality of all beings is illustrated in the sutra through stories and parables. The Lotus claims that these beings are helped along the path by countless bodhisattvas, each an embodiment of the Buddha, who remain in this Saha world as an act of compassion, as the imagery in the title of Lotus Flowers in Muddy Ponds hints at. This radical message is present as well as in other Mahayana sutras. As far as the Buddha being a cosmic being, sutras in the Pali Canon portray Shakyamuni as an historical person who was born, taught for many years in midlife, and died in old age. According to the Lotus, the Buddha is actually an eternal cosmic entity who, while becoming enlightened many eons ago, retained a presence in this world to teach the Dharma to all beings. According to the sutra, the story of his birth, enlightenment, and death is again a skillful means intended to inspire those on the path in their practice. This cosmic image of the Buddha is illustrated by extra-normal events, such as the appearance in Chapter 1 of countless gods, devas, dragons, and other mythological beings from innumerable realms who have come to hear the Buddha teach the Lotus Sutra. In the sutra we learn that infinite numbers of Buddhas, again manifestations of the Buddha, exist throughout space in the 10 directions where they have dwelt for eons of time. When looked at from this cosmic perspective, the Lotus contains a sense of timelessness and the inconceivable, absent in earlier visions of the Buddha and Buddhism. It also emphasizes importantly that the purpose of the existence of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas is the salvation of all beings, not for self-interested reasons. As far as faith in and devotion to the Lotus, a key teaching of the Lotus is that enlightenment cannot be achieved through intellectual understanding alone, or articulated in words. According to the Lotus, both faith in and devotion to the sutra are necessary to realize enlightenment. A reason for this view may be that it makes Buddhahood seem more accessible to people who are not monks. Since the book itself was considered to have sacred power and to be the body of the Buddha, ritual practices developed around the text, with the sutra itself repeatedly mentioning that the faithful should preserve, read, recite, teach, and copy it.